Good morning. So I am at home working per usual, but I wanted to do a quick little video about a couple different ways to either save money or make money whenever you move. So one thing that a lot of people know, a lot of people don't know, a lot of apartments do move-in specials. So whether that be a month free, 2 months free, I've even seen 3 months free, which is absolutely insane. But basically, a lot of properties will require you to take the special upfront, or they'll let you prorate it out throughout your lease, which means you might be looking online and you might see an apartment that says it's $1,700 a month and you automatically know, like, I can't afford that, whatever. But actually, if they're doing 2 months free, which a lot of these properties do, you can afford that apartment if, your budget is in that area. So definitely, if you see a market rent online, don't automatically assume that that's not going to work out for you, because a lot of these properties do specials, whereas an apartment that might be $1,700 a month with 2 months free would really bring you down to close to $1,500, if not lower than that. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Always ask if the special has to be taken upfront or if you can prorate it out throughout your lease. Another thing that a lot of people don't know is a lot of these properties have what's called a preferred employee program. So what that means is if your employer is on that list, or if you're in the field that is in their preferred employee program, a lot of times they'll waive deposits, application fees, admin fees. I've even seen some people get monthly discounts if they're in a certain industry at a specific apartment community. So always ask about their preferred employee program. Last way, a lot of us locators, aka someone like me, do offer paying for your moves, or they'll actually do a rebate depending on what apartment community you lease at. So make sure, even if you're going to go find an apartment and you already know where you're going to move, if you list a locator, aka someone like me, hit them up and ask them hey, do you do any rebates of any sort? Because a lot of us will still give you some sort of a rebate even if you find the apartment yourself and just put our names down. So those are my few little tricks. Have a great day. And I just remembered another one. So for those of you who are police officers or security guards, if you are a personal trainer, if you're a yoga instructor, a lot of these apartment communities have what's called courtesy officers, which are people that live on site that might be a police officer or security guard, for instance, and they get huge discounts on their rents just for being the on-site courtesy officer. Same thing goes for fitness people. If you teach yoga, if you have a fitness cert of some sort, definitely ask if they have a need for personal training or a yoga instructor on site, because again, I've also seen people get huge discounts, if not free rent, for just being the on-site person for their security or for their fitness. So that's another little tip and trick. One more, I promise. There's just so many ways. So another thing is how to get some money. So if you have a real estate license, if you're an apartment locator or even just a realtor, say you only focus in for houses, a lot of times you can list yourself as your referral, or say you're going to go move somewhere. I've listed another agent as my referral source, and most of us locators, realtors, for apartments, we typically get equal to 1 month's rent as our commission. Some properties pay more, some pay less, but I've moved into properties where I moved in and listed, say, another agent in my office as my referral source, and that apartment community sent them a check for my full month's rent, and they just in turn gave it to me. And that was the way that I got another month free. So for instance, my apartment I moved to in Houston, they did 2 months free, and then I also listed someone in my office as my referral source. So I moved in and had 3 months free. So yeah, it's pretty cool.